Hello everyone. It is 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius, going up to a high of 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius here in Washougal, Washington at our river house. And hello to everyone, to you just joining me for the first time, and for others who have been with me the 2+ years I've been making Floss Tube videos. I'm Colette, the highway stitcher. I'm here to give you my stitching from the highway and at home, depending on where I'm at. And right now, we are at our second home, which is in Washougal, Washington, along a river, and enjoying what we call, quote unquote, the river house. I do have a little bit of an update. I decided to film out here. The weather is beautiful, and figured that it would be a nice place to do some filming, and I'll show you some of the river a little bit later. And show you some videoing of what it looks like around here now. But right now I just wanted to do a quick update of what I actually got done stitching wise this last 2 weeks, because I haven't been here the last 2 weeks. They're working on a house over here, putting a new roof on. So anyway, that's the reason why I glanced over. I keep hearing the noise. They've got one of those big crane things bringing up the roofing material. So anyway, and of course I don't know what you guys are hearing. You may not be hearing anything, but I'm hearing the river, a little bit of breeze through the trees, things like that. So it's really, really nice. Didn't get as much done this week. My sister came in and visited for several days, so we were busy hiking and doing other things. Oh, that was wonderful. My little bit of my notes here went flying in front of the camera. But I did get some stitching done, and that's why I have my notes here, because otherwise I'll probably go blank and can't remember what I'm going to tell you. So anyway, I'm going to just pull stuff out of the bag, first things first, whatever comes out. So I did get my Lizzie Kate Flip-It for July done. These are the Lizzie Kate Flip-It series. I've been working on those every month, one a month, on the particular month that that it's working, that's for. So here's the finish, and turned out nice. This is 28 count vintage Country Mocha, and I'm doing it with a called for overdyeds that work for that particular pattern. Sometimes I do have a few substitutes, but most of the time I've been able to find it in my overdyed containers. So that's July done. It took me a little longer than usual. I've been kind of playing around at the river and going around places and not been quite as dedicated on my stitching, so it took me several days to get this done when it normally takes 1, maybe 2 days to do it. But that's all right. Enjoying myself. That is being done 2 floss threads over 2 linen threads, and it's another finish that I can put down. So, okay. Another finish I also did, which is pretty good, because this one usually takes longer. But again, I think they decided to give us a little bit of a break. Anyway, this is the 2019 Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. 2019. Okay, Colette, you are in the past. Let's try that again. The 2021 Linen and Threads Mystery Sal, and it's called Talavera. And as you can see, even though this is monochromatic, you can see that what we were supposed to do this time, if you've been keeping up, is actually just these strips underneath each one of the squares. So that's what they gave us for the pattern. And actually that was very easy and very fast to do that, which I was grateful for, because it makes it a little bit easier to get things done. So anyway, I'm put this down. Hopefully it doesn't blow away. And pull you out Talavera. And there she is, with those little parts done underneath each block, or even ones that aren't, the block isn't done yet. I chose to work on the lighter kind of teal blue, green blue, and the rust orange for them. And that's making it look quite a bit more finished. It looks really nice. Hopefully I can work on some of the strip going down a little bit this month, though I am behind on my other projects. So that may not be a goal that I can attain this time. But at least I did this one, finished it up for the month of July. So the part for July is done. And this is being stitched on 32 count, a white Zweigart Lugano, 2 threads, 2 floss threads over 2 linen threads, and it is with my choice of colors, which are DMC colors, 5 of them, like a rust orange, a yellow, 2 a lighter, darker teal, teal green, and then the navy blue, royal blue. So that one is done. Put that down here. I also finished up the temperature topography for this month. So let me see here. Oops, under the chair. This is not as easy videotaping out here. This is temperature topography by Stitching Mommy. And I did do the J for July. Here it is. My goodness. It's been hot over in Utah. I'm just taking the temperatures from time and date on the internet, and it hasn't ever been as hot as what it was here. It was like 112 to 114 here for a few days, and then went down to regular Pacific Northwest, more regular Pacific Northwest summer temperatures. But in Utah, it's been staying pretty consistently high. If you look at this, let me put it a little closer, you can see that there is a change. I mean, there is a subtle, that's not good either. Just a minute. Trying to get just that J. There we go. If you look really close, there is a subtle difference in the reds in there. There's 3 different reds, but it is hard to see. But that's because the temperature there has been, the lowest has been 97 and the highest has been 103. So it's not giving us a real big variation in temperature. And I wasn't expecting that, really. Generally, it goes back and forth in Utah, as you can see from this E in June. You know, it'll go up to real hot, and then it'll go dip down, back down to like in the 80s, and then it'll go back up again. But this first week in July, it stayed pretty hot, or pretty consistently high 90s to low hundreds. So we'll have to see how the rest of that July pans out. See if it stays all those really, really deep reds and orange reds. And this is being stitched 2 floss threads over 2 linen threads on Be Stitch Me fabric called Peanut, the color Peanut. And I'm using the 4 temperature variation, which was working good up to now, but it seems like it should have been probably a little closer in variation than that. But how are you going to know? You never know how the temps are going to be in an area. So I got that done. So what else is here? Let's see what my notes say. Oh yeah. I don't have a picture of this, but I showed this to you before. This was a freebie pattern from Keepsakes in Cincinnati that I picked up at StitchCon 2021 just a few weeks ago. And I decided it would be my StitchCon start, so I started it in StitchCon. This is the Brittercup series, with the Britty kitties. And this one's called Basking in the Sunshine. And if you can tell, I'm actually really pretty much done with it. The only thing left is my little added touches that I'm going to do commemorating StitchCon. So my plan is, this is the 310, I'm calling this the 310 kitty from Keepsakes, because they have a cat named 310 who's black, who resides at Keepsakes at the stitching store. So I think I'm going to put the 310 within the cat here, And then underneath, I'm going to put StitchCon 2021. So that is the plan. But it basically, if you're just calling it done, this is all the pattern had. So it is a finish. And I stitched this to 2 floss threads over 2 linen threads with the called for overdyed colors that I got all at Keepsakes, as well as the linen, which was 32 count fabrics by Stephanie. It's kind of a gray blue color, but darn it all, I think I lost the tag somewhere running around StitchCon. So, but it's kind of a gray blue. So there's that Britty Kitty who I'm nicknaming 310. So that's a finish. And then the one other thing I worked on, and I'm doing this for Full Coverage Fanatics Tour de France challenge. And I had to do so many stitches within the Tour de France. I had to pick the number of kilometers I wanted to do and have each kilometer be in a stitch. So I decided I needed to catch up on the Lacemaker, because it is also a Full Coverage Fanatics 21,000 stitches in 2021, which I am sort of behind. So I figured if I do this and do the yellow jersey, which was the most amount of stitches, that's 3,418 stitches that you have to do for the yellow jersey. And I'm pretty excited because the last picture I showed of this, you can tell the difference if you watch my previous video and see this. I got 3,019 stitches done. So a couple more and I will be done with my challenge, and I probably may continue on with even as much of the stitching as I can. So brushing off whatever junk gets on here from the trees. So again, you're going to see the trees in the background, but I finished up a whole lot more of the white. Got that chimney finished, you know, quite a bit down, as well as you can kind of see an outline area here now, because this is where the other tree is going to come in, the tree that's with this one. So, and I'll move back up here with the blue, light pale blue and the white, connect that on, and the house roof is going to head down like this. So I was pretty excited about that. Hard to see it here, because you're seeing the back of it also, as you can see, my back of my full coverage, which is showing through here too because of the sunlight through the trees. But 3,019 stitches later, and I'm going for my 3,418 and will make it, I know, because I've got all the way till Sunday, I think, and I'm just going to go past that. And this is on 25 count. I believe Lugano, I think. Zweigart White. I'm doing 1 floss thread of DMC, whatever correct color it is, over 1 linen thread, which is a lot of, pretty common in full coverage. But then everybody does their own thing. There are other things too, but I pretty much like the 25 over 25. I mean the 25 count 1 over 1. So that is my last that I did. So I guess actually I did pretty well. I've got my notes here for plans too, and it keeps flipping and making noise. So yeah, I did pretty well. Pretty much got the two mini finishes I wanted to get done that I get done every month, and then also the kitty got done, which was a surprise actually, and then the full coverage, keeping on to the challenge. So that's not bad considering I was having fun with my sister, who it was great to have her here. Anyway, plans. I'm here another week, though I will be traveling part of that week, so my plans can't be ostentatious here and wonderful plans. But I will put we'll put the finishing stitches in the kitty Brittercup. I'll put the StitchCon 2021 and 310 in that one and finish that one up totally. I hope to start, I'll also be continuing Lacemaker. and get the stitching done for that, and then continue to try to get my 60 some stitches done every day with that. Maybe more, so I can get ahead a little bit. I'm still quite not caught up, so that's what I'm hoping to do. When I looked at my 3,119 stitches that I got done, I've got just about 9,000 stitches done, and I really need to be to more like 10,000 something at this point, because it's halfway through the year, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. So maybe I'll just keep going ahead with more stitches if I can. So those are the two for sures. And then if I have time before I leave, I'm going to start working on a zombie run piece, and that will be Feeding Time by Needle Treasures, which you have seen before. If you look at past videos, you can take a look at what that is, because I didn't bring it down here to the river. Want to get 400 stitches into that, and then move on to my other zombie run pieces. And also, I will be pulling out Those Who Sing for a little bit of extra stitching on Friday afternoon with a video chat that I'm doing. So that's my plans up until I leave. I won't be doing a video next Wednesday because I will still be traveling back to Utah. So my plan is to probably pick up and do a video the following week after that. So I will have more done than what my plans are here, because they are for only the week. Probably another zombie run will get some stitches done in it too. So anyway, those are the things that I hope to show you 2 weeks from today when I get back. Maybe more, who knows? Maybe I'll get more done than that. As far as any life updates, you pretty much know what I've been doing. I've been spending time at the river, spending time with my sister. We did some hiking. We also did some shopping. What else did we do? We went out eating a few nights. Just kind of been relaxing, just really been spending time kind of catching up on my peaceful time, which is how I feel here. So I'm grateful for it. So anyway, I'm going to move on and show you some sights here. The sun is kind of glary right now because it is just around noontime, so I'll see how these pictures show up, and you know, try to give you some idea of what it is out here under the shade and also out by the river. So anyway, take care everybody. Hope you have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you back in Utah. Bye. This is the trail down to the river. I'm going to have to walk here and try not to trip and fall on my face as well as video. This is interesting. We'll see how well I do. The river is pretty low right now. Usually it covers all this rocky area. But the main part is still out there. You can see down at the bottom. During the winter, it's all the way up to the tree line. But with that really hot weather we had, It just really has gone down. It looks more like it does in August, actually. It usually looks about this way in August, not in July. And here's that beautiful sound. The first year we came here, it was really funny because my husband he always worries about water, water leaks, pipe leaks and everything. He was here and he kept saying, I hear this running water. He says, it bugs me because I keep thinking I need to go turn something off. I guess that's from being raised in Southern California out in the desert. But you don't turn this off. That's why it always sounds so pretty. Anyway, there's some of our pictures of the outside of the river house.